Hello and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to pretty much show how I've got close to the sound that Flume has in his recent release Quits. It's towards the end, in the last chorus there is a sort of melody. It sounds like a fucked up flute. It's pretty cool. Goes from left to right in your ear. And I was playing around and I think I've got close with how it was done. So I've got Ableton here. I'm going to show you the example of the actual sound, and then I'm going to show you what I have, then show it in context to a track that I'm currently making, and I'll run through what exactly I've done and what I've used. So here's the actual sound. And yeah, and so it's that sort of sort of thing. This is what I have. And obviously the timing's a bit off because obviously different tempos, but similar sound, similar sort of thing. So what I've got going is I have this Serum preset that I've managed to make. Like, simplest thing you can have, it's a saw wave and a sine wave. The saw wave on oscillator A is 0 octave and is 16 voices, and it's very slightly detuned. Nothing else really going there. Oscillator B is a sine wave, 9 voices and slightly detuned as well. We also have this envelope here, which is doing a lot of the sounds. So if I turn the arpeggiate off, it's just like and I'll also turn off the EQ, reverb, limiters and stuff. So it's like a really sort of fucked flute sound. And also alongside this, the filter is a very big part of this. I'm on the reverb type, and the cutoff's all the way down, 13% drive, resonance all the way up. And if I turn the resonance down, it really brings out that high frequencies. Also reinforcing the sounds, we have a compressor, some multiband. So it's really bringing up that sort of white noise in it. We've got some reverb and some EQ, bringing out all the low end. We don't actually have a noise generator going because all of this high end coming from the reverb filter, because obviously it's just loads of resonant points going. And yeah, you can play chords, really good for chords actually. Then from that we have that going into this EQ here. It is the most exciting EQ you've ever seen in your life. Don't ask me how I came up with this, but yeah, just a high pass at 170 hertz. We then have this reverb here, just to add some space. We've got a limiter, really heavily limiting it. We've got this crusher here from kilohertz, and it's sort of doing some taming of the high ends just a little bit. And so the two biggest parts about this sound, or two other biggest parts apart from the actual Serum sound, is you've got the auto pan, this auto pan is set to the same rate as the arpeggiator, and what it's meant to do is, so every time there's a hit of the arpeggiator or a note, it pans it to one side or the other. So I probably should do this. So you can hear that. So if we play it now, and yeah, that's what you get, this sort of weird. That's why there's so much stereo separation in all the notes. It's so wide. It's this auto pan. So you want to set it enough that you can hear it, but then dial it back a tad from that point. So you don't want to hear it go like left, right, left, right. You want to sort of just hear the wideness of it. And then we got this arpeggiator here. I have the style on up with a 16th swing groove, offset of 4, sync it up to the BPM on about 8th notes. Steps and everything else basically just down to what you put in the MIDI wise. So here I've just got this melody going. So if I turned the arpeggiator off, we get this. But we turn it back on. And it actually adds a lot of stuff going. And so we hear this in context of the song. But then we hear this in context of the movable song I've got it in. And yeah, that's pretty much how I've got. You probably get a lot closer, but I've basically just added this into my song, so it's going to be a little bit of difference going. And I feel like you shouldn't try copy people exactly. You got to take ideas from them, change it a little bit, implement it into your own stuff, and that's where you get the best results. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.